What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. And in today's video, I want to talk about Coinalyze. Now, if you guys remember, about a week ago, I dropped a video about Coinalyze, which if you haven't seen that video, real quick, Coinalyze is actually a 100% free trading tool that you can add to your tool belt to add extra confidence and extra confluence to your trades. Now, this tool can show you things such as long liquidations, short liquidations, open interest, CVD, and much more. Now, this information can help you know when to get into a good position, and not only that, but it can actually let you know when you should hold a good trade for even longer to squeeze a little bit of extra gains out of it, and when to cut those losers short quickly. Now, if you guys haven't seen that first video, I will link it in a card above and in the description down below, so you guys can go check that overview out first, because you're gonna want to start there. But in this video, I want to specifically talk about something that I use to add extra confidence when I'm getting into positions, whether they're longs or shorts, and that is CVD divergences. Now, you guys might be familiar with regular bullish and bearish divergences that you find on your candlestick chart. Now, this is very similar, just looking at your price action and your CVD. So in this video, I want to talk very briefly about what CVD is, and I do want to show you guys an example of how you can use this to get into some really profitable trades. So buckle in, Mafia. This is going to be a good one. But before we get into it, make sure you hit that subscribe button, smash the like, and click that notification bell so you don't miss any of these awesome tutorials or urgent market updates that we upload to the channel. Now, before we actually dive into the charts, guys, I want to talk really briefly about what CVD is. Now, you could just do a quick Google search to find out the actual definition of CVD, but it stands for cumulative volume delta, and basically what you're looking at, depending on what CVD you're looking at, it essentially shows you the aggression of buyers or sellers, or kind of the way I think about it, and I try to break it down simply to people, is think of it as buying pressure or selling pressure. Now, this is really useful when you are looking at price action or other types of CVD, such as spot CVD, and basically what you're looking for here is discrepancies between your price action or your candlesticks and your actual CVD. Now, in this video, we're going to be taking a look at the future CVD, but you can also look at spot CVD, which shows you the buying and selling pressure of the spot market, meaning just when you buy and hold Bitcoin, not futures trading, right? Because when you buy a futures contract, you're actually buying a contract, not the actual asset. So when I refer to spot, I'm talking about actually buying the asset, and when I'm talking about future CVD, I'm talking about those leverage traders or people who are just trading the actual contract, not the physical asset itself. Is Bitcoin physical? I guess not. The digital asset. But by looking at this information, guys, it can help you add some really good confluence to your trades. So in this video, we're going to be covering bullish CVD divergences and bearish CVD divergences. So not only can you look at future CVD, but you could also look at the spot CVD, and you can actually look for discrepancies between those two CVDs alone to try to predict price action, specifically something like a short squeeze or a long squeeze. But we're going to leave that for another video. This is just about CVD divergences between your future CVD and your candlesticks. So let's go ahead and jump right into the charts, guys. I'm going to show you guys on Coinalyze what the CVD actually looks like, how to read it, and then how to apply it to your actual trading plan, again, to get into some really profitable trades. Let's get into it. So, guys, here we are on Coinalyze.net, and as you can see here, we have a couple of other indicators on the chart here other than our just typical price action, and you have our purple line down here, which is the future CVD. Now, again, this does show the kind of selling pressure and buying pressure of the market, or in this case, you could think of it as long pressure and short pressure. And as you can see here, guys, basically what we're looking at, or how to read the CVD, is you don't really need to pay too much attention to the actual numbers here or the actual metrics on the side, but basically what you're looking for here is just general direction. So when you have your CVD generally moving to the downside, this would be showing you there are more people shorting the market than longing the market, and vice versa. If you have your CVD moving to the upside, that is showing that you have more buyers than sellers, or more people longing than shorting, right? So this is basically how you read it. Again, I don't get caught up in trying to read the actual metrics. You are just looking for basic direction. Now you can see down here we have another indicator, and this is the open interest, which basically just shows you the current outstanding contracts in the market. Basically what this shows is what it says, open interest, right? When you have open interest coming up, this is showing people entering new positions, and when you have open interest coming down, this is showing people exiting positions, right? Now looking at the open interest here, you can see we had a big drop in open interest here, indicating that we we may have had a lot of shorts exiting the market at a loss, creating all that buy pressure, pushing price to the upside. And you would actually be able to confirm this by looking at something like your aggregated liquidations, which shows you where longs and shorts are getting liquidated, but for some reason it just won't load here, so unfortunately I can't show you an example. But in my other video we did take a look at this indicator, and we will be taking a look at that at some point down the road. But the point is, open interest shows either positions being closed or positions being opened. So let's talk about actual CVD divergences. Now, with a bullish CVD divergence, basically what you're going to want to see is price making higher highs with your CVD making lower highs. Now, you can see a decent example of this right here. We have slight higher highs on our price action here, and we have lower lows on our actual CVD, giving us that divergence and giving us a big move to the upside. Now, basically what this shows, guys, is that we have more people shorting than longing the market here. So people are shorting into price here, but we are not breaking this level, which could be letting us know that there is actually a market maker down here, or just somebody with a lot of money who has a bunch of limit orders set down here. And as these people are shorting into this price action, these limit buy orders are absolutely just swallowing up all that bearish momentum, causing a big move to the upside. And basically what we're doing by looking at these is trying to basically just hitch a ride on that whale's momentum to get that rip to the upside, which you can see we actually got here, and that move was about 1.5% for a beautiful little scalp. So for bearish CVD divergence, what you're basically going to be looking for is price action making lower highs, and you're going to want your CVD making higher highs. Now you can actually see a couple of examples right here where we have our actual price action making lower highs. Now I do look at the bodies of the candles. I know you could look at the wicks as well, but I typically look at the candle bodies, and you can see we have a lower high here with our CVD making higher highs, just like this. And what happens? We initially get a decent little dump to the downside, but you can see we actually still have bearish CVD divergence forming throughout this entire range, giving us another lower high over here. And if you draw your line just looking at the general direction of your CVD, you are generally coming to the upside, right? So it doesn't always need to be that exact peak to peak, even though we had that here and we did get the move down. You could also look at more macro kind of bearish CVD divergences where we have CVD generally trending up and your price generally trending down, and you can see that resulted in a big move to the downside. So now that we have those examples out of the way, guys, let's go ahead and jump into TradingView and actually look at an example. It's actually going to be this example right here of how you can use this as a great confirmation to get into some absolute fire trades. So guys, here we are on TradingView, and as you guys know, we love the volume profile on this channel. It is a big part of how we trade, and if you don't know what I'm talking about, definitely check out the content on the channel. We have a ton of free education on this channel. It's essentially a free trading course, but you guys know when we come down to the lows of the range, that is where we look for our long positions. And then when we come up to the highs of the range, that is where we look for our shorts. And as we approach this value area high, guys, this is where we typically look for those short positions. And as you can see here on our typical candlestick chart, we are getting a bearish divergence, or a traditional bearish divergence, on our momentum waves and our price action, with our prices making higher highs and our momentum is showing lower highs, letting us know that prices is moving up, but momentum, and not only momentum, but also money flow is also leaving the asset, right? So we have money flow coming out, we have momentum coming out, but price action is coming up. Doesn't really make sense. That's why these warrant a correction to the downside. And typically, that is a pretty decent amount of confluence for that trade. I would like a little bit more, but that's a pretty strong start right there. So let's just go ahead and say, for the sake of this argument, we're going to go ahead and try to put in a short position here. We'll go ahead and put our stop loss just below that previous swing high, and eventually we would like to target the lows of this range, but we will be looking to take profit at that point of control because we know there's a good chance we could get a strong bounce off that level. So never a bad idea to lock in profits here, but if we want this full trade to play out, the final target will be the lows of this range, because we know when you come to the lows of the range and hold support, typically you come to the highs, and then when you get rejected from the highs, typically you come back to the lows, right? So that's kind of the trade idea here. But then when you you pull up coinalyze.net, you can see here, again, this is the same situation we were looking at before. Not only, right now, I can't use bar replay mode on Coinalyze, guys, unfortunately, or at least I don't think you can. But you can see here we have lower highs with our higher highs. So not only do we have bearish divergence on our candlestick chart at the highs of our range with money flow and momentum coming out, but we also have that local CVD divergence printing right here. So we would go ahead, I would personally go ahead and give this one a try, and let's go ahead and play it out here. Now, obviously, we know by looking at Coinalyze, we did kind of wiggle around sideways here for a little bit. And then we got that little scam wick to the upside. There it is. And then you can see it actually did come down and tap that point of control almost perfectly right there with the wick. But, you could have taken your almost 1% profit at that POC. But again, that final target being the range lows. Let's go ahead and play this through. And there you go, guys. It came right down and smacked our TP at the bottom of that range. And again, we would have had a decent bit of confluence because you guys know, you see us, we're bouncing around here, but we knew that bearish CVD was here and we were having trouble getting above that value area high. And on top of that, if we were still looking at Coinalyze, we would have seen this more macro bearish CVD coming in, with our CVD generally coming up, with our price action generally coming down, and then boom, that was your real signal to come down. And it actually wound up playing out even a little bit more, giving you a couple of wicks a little bit lower. But again, you don't want to try to milk the cow for every drop of milk because it might kick you. I don't even know if that's a legitimate joke. But there you go, guys. We got that perfect little scalp trade with that beautiful confluence looking at the CVD. And again, guys, basically what this is showing us is that people are trying to long the market, right? And we are basically longing into all of these whales potentially loading up their shorts on these limit orders. Every time we come up, they're just loading up those shorts, came all the way up here, filled all the shorts, and then bang, you get absolutely slapped to the downside. Maybe we got a little bit of a long squeeze to the downside here as well. But again, we'll talk about long and short squeezes and how you can actually predict them on Coinalyze, but that will be in a later video. But I do think it's important to kind of understand what is going on, behind the candlesticks, even though really all you need to know is what to look for on the charts. But just to give you a little look behind the candlestick, that could be what's happening here, is every time price comes up, we're just filling those whales limit short orders, which eventually just bang the price to the downside. And we're just trying to hold on to that whale's tail and ride down with it. And, these little guppy money, just trying to cash in on that whale ride. So beautiful, beautiful example right there. So guys, I think that's all the time I got for today's video. Now go hit the charts, find your trade setup, and next time you're looking to enter into a trade and you're a little bit iffy about it, go ahead and hit coinalyze.net, check out that CVD, see if you could find any divergences or any discrepancies between the people longing or shorting and the price action, and see if you have a whale filling up one of those giant short or long orders, and try to jump on top of that whale, grab onto a fin, and just hold on for the ride and cash out along the way. And with all that being said, guys, I think that's all the time I got for this video. I'll see you in the next one. Shout out to all the whales out there. Frankie Candles out.
Here we go, at the top of the class on a roll, and it's time to run it up, yeah, maxed out, put the pedal to the floor, ayy, on the road, here we go, yeah, we winning by a landslide. Never see me coming on my landmine. Yeah, I ain't taking orders in command like